Hey, good morning. Chuck here with Apple Drains. I'd like to show you some of the people that do their own jobs, the DIYs. And this is Robert, and he is in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. I think Robert's 71 years old, and he's followed our channel for a while and decided he can do this project. Take a look at what he started and what he's doing. I'm just amazed, and I think you will be too. Robert started into this job and then decided he wanted to use our live help for a consultation, and I'm glad he did, because there was a few questions that he just quite didn't understand, but now he's got this. And just take a look at his work. I mean, it's just amazing. I think everyone will learn from this video on how to solve a backyard problem. It's really not that hard. A lot of labor, as you'll see, but Robert's got this. Take a look. Be sure to watch day 3 and listen to Robert's notes about this install.
Hello, I'm Robert, and I've been watching Chuck from Apple Drains for a year now. I'm finally going to start a major project. Here's an overview. I have a low spot in the left of my yard. The contractor put in a drain that goes out through the back bank, but it's not draining well. I have a low spot in the right side of my yard. The contractor also put in a drain, and it doesn't drain well when we have heavy water. Over here on the other side of my house, we have another low spot that collects a lot of water from my neighbor's gutter. So I've decided to try to fix that and see if we can get the yard dried out and get my grass going. I broke this down into two or three phases. Phase 1, what I did was I went to tie in a couple downspouts. I took this downspout, came around this planting area to the second downspout, and tied them in together with a T right there, and then ran them out to the fence line. Also in phase 1, I put in 2 catch basins by the neighbor's gutter, one here. Underground is a piece of easy flow, and another catch basin here. Then I dug down the fence line with solid corrugated pipe, making sure I got my flow. Then right here, about 10 foot out, I put a piece of easy flow, and then I put my drain. And I'm still working on that. More to follow. That's what I was trying to do in phase 1. Phase 2 was I was going to put in a sump pump, M98. Chuck says that's the best. And this morning I dug in my sump pit right here in the middle of my backyard. The reason I chose this location is because I already have power. And next I'm going to dig back to that catch basin on the right side and connect these together into the sump pump. Phase 3, I'll do the same thing on the other side. I had a video conference from Chuck yesterday, gave me some great advice. So we're going to proceed, and phase 1 is done. The 2 gutters are tied in to the catch basins by the neighbor's side, run down to another catch basin. And now I'm going to start phase 2. I started this morning. As you can see, I put in my sump pump basin. According to Chuck, I might have to go deeper, but we'll determine that once we get the trench going. Okay, I'll keep you posted. Hello, it's Robert again from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Just giving you an update on my backyard drainage project that I'm working on after a year of watching Chuck from Apple Drains videos. I'm on phase 2, day 2 today, and let me show you what I did today. This catch basin over here in the corner is the end of phase 1. So for phase 2, I was trying to connect this catch basin around the corner to my trench line. I wanted to keep my trench line in the low part of the backyard. So phase 2, my goal is to connect this trench line all the way down to my sump basin. I did a measurement on this, and the total distance is 48 feet. It's roughly 40 feet from the sump basin back down to the planting area, and then 8 feet around the corner. So today I got my trench line dug. I got 20 feet done, and it ran into a bunch of clay, so it's some tough digging. I chose to dig by hand, and this is the shovel I've been using to get my trench situated. I do have enough slope in this area, the first 20 feet, and so far I'm down about 19 inches. That tells me I'm going to have to go down about 2 to 3 more inches. That'll give me 21 inches, and my sump tank is 27 inches in the ground. So that would mean my inlet line would have to come in at about 6 inches from the bottom, which is probably not adequate. So what that means, based on Chuck's guidance, I'm going to have to lower this sump basin probably about 1 foot. But I'll make the final determination once I get the trench line finished. Again, this is day 2 of phase 2. Tomorrow, on day 3, I hope to get the trench line down to this location to the sump basin. And hopefully by Friday I can have the corrugated pipe in the ground all the way to the sump basin. Then I'll move on to the next phase, or correction, the next step in this phase, which is to put the discharge line back down the trench. Based on Chuck's guidance, coming out of the sump basin, I'm going to change to 2-inch pipe, and I'm going to come down to about right here, and then I'm going to turn out the back bank and get the discharge just on the opposite side of the high part of the bank. Well, that's my update for today. I'll keep you posted. It's tough digging, but hey, like Chuck says, if you believe you can do something, I guarantee you can do it. Take care. Hello, this is Robert again with the update on my project on day 3. I will say I woke up today with having a lot of doubts on my project, asking myself, what am I doing? What have I gotten myself into? Why didn't I call somebody? It really gives you appreciation for what Chuck and his crew do on a daily basis. So I decided today to try to make today a little bit easier than yesterday. Yesterday, I got 20 feet of this trench down to depth and sloped. So I told myself today, how about just do 10 feet? And that'll leave you 10 feet to go. So I started digging at 6:15, and by 9 o'clock, I had the 10-foot section done. I think my problem is I've gone way too deep, but I don't have any choice now except to keep going. So after I did this 10-foot section, I decided to take the last 10-foot section, which is here to the sump basin, and get that roughed in to approximately depth. That took me to about 12:45, and I just decided to quit for the day. Tomorrow, I hope to get this last 10-foot section to depth, sloped properly, and into the sump basin. Then it'll be off to Lowe's to purchase the components for the discharge line. I'll keep you posted. I appreciate you, Chuck. This is tough work.
Wow, Robert, thank you for sharing your videos. I can't wait to see more of your work. You're doing an outstanding job. I really want to highlight what Robert's digging through. Take a look at this next photo. Can you see the layers of clay? Wow, that is some hard soil, and he's making great progress. You know, every week we receive hundreds and hundreds of videos and pictures, people requesting help. live help. It's just full. And I wish I could do more, but hang in there. If you get on our schedule, I promise you that we will get to you. It just takes a little time. These images that you see are from a woman named Lucy, and she lives in Indonesia, next to Bali, and she's been following the channel. Did a live help with her as well. Take a look at what she's doing, and when I put this video together, try to remember that materials in Indonesia are not the same as materials here in the United States. So for example, if you saw the video on how to make a $2 catch basin, I know that's a silly video, but you know what? It inspired Lucy in Indonesia to make her own catch basins. I can't wait to show you all the things that we do and all the things that people do around the world for drainage. Hey, this is Chuck with Apple Drains, reminding you that if you believe you can do something, I guarantee you can do it. Have a great day.